for any relationship conflict that you have. Some of this difficult to hear because you'll know I'm right. So take what you want, leave what you don't. If you think about stress, overwhelm, depression, anger, resentment, passive aggression, where you're essentially punishing other people because you don't have boundaries, or feel worthy of feeling good and being treated well, you won't be treating yourself well. So the kinds of things that will go on with you is you talk to yourself poorly, and the things that logically you'd like to have in your life, money, respect, and so on, you won't allow it because you don't feel worthy of feeling good yet. So I've got 2 solutions for you, and whether you take them or not, obviously, is a choice. One of them actually is about theory. The other 2 are things that you can do immediately. However, depending on whether or not you've suffered enough, you will take that bit. So let land what resonates. My name's Poppy. I'm a psychotherapist, psychologist, coach. I've worked for 30 years with all different kinds of people, and I work for you. I'm unaffiliated. And what that means, essentially, if you're interested, top left of the page, is that I have boundaries. It's taken 40-something years, though. The reason you're unhappy is you're blaming other people and feeling that your safety, respect, love is outside of you, when it doesn't matter how many people would ego stroke to say you're fantastic, me included. You won't hear it, it won't go in, it won't stay in because you don't believe it yet fully. And how you take a litmus test on that is if you look around at your immediate circle, family, partner, parents, your relationship with them across time, or your significant caregivers, and at work, bosses, people who work for you, and so on. If you look at how they relate to you and how you relate to them, text messages, emails, and so on, how you communicate. If you text emotional issues, then this is a massive issue for you. So we're all on the gradient of healthy in how we interact with others. So if you've had previous or now relationships where they've treated you very badly and you know it intuitively, even though you're giving them a red flag by staying there or trying to explain it or thinking about what's wrong with them or excusing them and so on. The most acceptable addiction in our culture is people pleasing, and we all do it because our culture feeds into gaslighting. What's wrong with me? And the answer will be, you're being treated terribly, you feel alone, you may have had counselling, which doesn't talk to the issue, that just provides a container for you to share a little bit. However, if it's still happening, then you don't know this theory, which is until we feel worthy of love, we don't have it. So we attract what we are, not what we want. For many reasons that I can teach you if you'd like to. 30 years is a long time to work with people in different capacities. Anything from suicidality, schizophrenia, and so on, to very, very actively successful people, peak performance. What you can do with this if you choose is, firstly, on Sundays at 7 p.m. UK, I do coaching questions for an hour. And that's also progressive, how to set yourself up for a good week and reflect on the week that you've had and behaviours and what you feel and what you think and what you do. Self-Mastery, that's my brand. The other is Thrive, which I've now made available to people, pay what you feel it's worth, because I am frankly sick to the back teeth of people suffering for no damn reason. Culture, again, is grooming you like you groom anything for any kind of getting away with abusive behaviour. For probably however old you are, X amount of decades, you've been groomed to question you and project outside, if they change, I'll be fine, which is what humans do. And therefore you lose your power. So Thrive is available, Boundaries Mastery, which was the £300 roughly a few weeks ago. However, I decided, no, everybody gets to have access to this because there isn't an education for healthy relating. And a boundary, just so we know, is not there for other people to respect. The boundary is there for us to respect. Until we respect our own boundaries, nobody else will. So again, take what you want, leave what you don't. Come join us for subscriber or get Thrive, or I've got other programs for you as well. Send in lots of love. Go gently. This is not your fault. However, once you know there's potential for change and it's a case of you allowing it, paying for it, showing up, then it's really on you. You have power if you take the power, not project it outwards that if they did X, Y, and Z, you'd feel good.